It is Monday and it is getting cold, very cold, almost winter. And the Christmas season is upon us. And for a variety of reasons, I want to talk about AR, augmented reality. So really quickly, what I know about AR is essentially anything that takes the world around you and changes it in some way through an electronic means can be considered augmented reality. Now the big one that's coming up is Microsoft's, of course now I'm completely blanking on the name of their AR. The basic idea is you have in front of you a shield of some kind which will project imagery on top of what you are already seeing. Of course, the other huge AR game is Pokemon Go, which I've been playing for a while. I love Niantic. I think they're terrific. I prefer Ingress. I played Ingress for years before Pokemon Go came out. I think the competitive nature of Ingress is just a bit more entertaining. Community as well. But then, what I really want to know is, where can we go beyond this? Obviously, if you were to throw in something into Samsung Gear or the Steam virtual reality system, Oculus Rift, you can always make those into augmented reality, but they're not dedicated augmented reality. And then going back even further, augmented reality games like Zombie Run and Spectrack, I've been playing those for a while. But the question that I really wanted to discuss today is, what else could we do with augmented reality? So one thing that I was considering was, what if we made some kind of an MMO, like a cross between World of Warcraft and Ingress. I'm going to say Ingress instead of Pokemon because Ingress has the community already built into it, whereas Pokemon does not. Excuse me. So, for example, you could, stake a claim on your own address. So when you are in your home, you can build something there. More densely populated areas would have some kind of more densely populated building structure. I'm not sure how else to describe it, but your home could be you can identify a waypoint for yourself that would be access to your home. Your home could be some kind of a facility, and you would need to meet people of different job classes in order to get things done, accomplish things in the game. And these things that you could accomplish could be things like, competitive. There could be a public ground that is being vied for, just like in Ingress or Pokemon. Or it could be, again, like Pokemon, the completion of a collection of some kind. But what I'm imagining is, more than anything else, you are building your home. You are building your territory in the way that you want. Similar to Minecraft. Minecraft people are coming up with creative ways to create homes in trees, hidden homes, and caves, things like that, making them cool. And you play the game more, and you can get more items to build onto the home. And you have to go to the home to explore it. So perhaps what it would be is, how about this? So you have to go to these certain places, and you have to stay there for a while. But once you've stayed there, you can then explore that place in depth at your leisure. So you go to a house and say, download the intel, and maybe you have to stay there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour, 2 hours. I'm not sure what would be best in terms of gameplay. I think that could be fun. Even you just set it up. You say, you get there and you check in. All right, bing! I'm here now. How long are you going to be there? And then if you check in every 5 minutes, maybe for a stop, like a Pokestop type of a thing, or perhaps it would be better for you check in every half hour. Or you can check in every half hour, and the more often you check in, the more intel you download, the more intel you gather. Or it could use the GPS location and just say, okay, boom, I've checked in and no, I am not leaving. And it uses the GPS information to say, okay, yes, you're still here. Every 2 minutes it checks just to make sure, okay, yep, he's still here. And then after you check out, hit the button again. You have now checked out. Okay, so you have now spent X number of hours at this particular location. This is how much intel you have on this location. You know what might be really cool? How about we combine a PC game with the mobile game? So you use the mobile game to go out and collect and gather intel, and then you come back, you sit down in front of your computer, and you now have this intel which you can use to attack. I'm not sure what you would call it. Attack, gather, build, create, play. You use the intel to play. That could be interesting. Let's go another step further. Let's think. What more could there be? I remember seeing something where there would be people out in the field with their mobile phones looking around, and they would use the mobiles to spot the enemy team. The enemy team was playing online as a drone, sending things in. I remember seeing that promotional video a year, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was definitely before Pokemon, but it was after Ingress. So somewhere in that 3-year window. What else? It looked very intense. My problem is, allegedly, people have died playing Ingress because they weren't paying attention. They walked into the street, or they walked off a pier, or something along those lines. If you are forced to move quickly in a game like that, even if you were to restrict it and say absolutely you have to play, this is the field where you are playing in. If you're forcing people to run with their mobile phones in their hands, staring at their mobile phones, they're going to trip over a branch or something. I don't see how you can move an AR game at a great pace unless you're using the Microsoft, which it really bothers me that I can't even remember the name of the device. Of course, with that, you had fun game ideas like being able to build with virtual blocks in the real world, putting them on your coffee table or things like that. And of course, the idea of being able to watch a video instructing you on how to repair something while you repair it, possibly even broadcasting your video of you repairing it directly to a repairman. That kind of thing could completely revolutionize tech support. It's almost as if you wouldn't necessarily even need remote access anymore. They would just be able to highlight. Here, click here, and a little thing flashes on your screen. They can see what you're doing in your screen, and then they say, okay, let's look at the machine itself. And you move your camera and you look in, and they say, oh yes, look, the fan isn't spinning. You need to, and then they go, bing, see that little button right there? Click right there. But how could you gamify that? And with that device, you would need enough battery that you could add mobile support to it. You could just tether to your mobile phone, but if you were to do Pokemon Go wearing that shield, that could be very interesting. But what else game-wise could we do? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for game-wise. With the mobile phone, or let's say they come up with some other kind of interesting accessory in addition to your mobile phone. What more could we do with augmented reality? And what would be fun for you? What would you enjoy with augmented reality? Have you enjoyed augmented reality already? I was running before I got SpecTrek, and then when I got SpecTrek, boom, I started running even more because you put a game in there and it's fun. Definitely have been running more with Pokemon Go. Problem is with Pokemon, I have a lot of reasons to slow down and stop, which I didn't have as much with Ingress. Ingress also got me back on my bicycle. So with Ingress, there's no reason to go slow. Stop, spend 30 seconds to 5 minutes hitting it in this area, and then got to get to the other area. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Building and creating these fields. Pokemon, though, I definitely slowed down and was running more. I'm running a lot more, but also running much more slowly because there's no real hurry there. But what do you enjoy about AR? Where do you see the future of it? And then the episode of Tech Stuff from How Stuff Works definitely brought up the good point in that whatever AR comes next, you're going to have a hard time topping Pokemon, because not only is it hyper popular with people who are wandering around with their mobile phones already, but also the basic concept of the game is perfectly suited for AR. I'll tell you what, though, Niantic, I love them. Whatever they do next, I'm on board. I don't care what it is. In any event.